There we go. There we go. We are going with the flow, and we are going into that final with the guys that I like the most today, with a nice history coming back from that, but we're not going to introduce that to the new guys to the stream. We're gonna have ourselves a beautiful final in front of us. It will be Sonik, the yellow spawning Night Elf player from the Ukraine, against the guy on the other side of the map. Oh, we need to pull back all the way to the other side, and it is Rich, the blue Night Elf player here on the top side of Turtle Rock. We have seen him already perform against the beautiful and one and only Hawk. He was not able to do anything against Mr. Rich. It seems like Rich is in really good shape. Looking forward to see him on WCA qualifying ground. Hopefully making it once again to China, because he had an outstanding performance there in the Night Elf group against Moon, Loliad. And who else was this again? The guy who always throws games away, the Chinese Night Elf player. I forgot his name. Shishi it was. So yeah. Shishi, and he dominated that group, went out of the group as the first place, and yeah, then he had some bad luck meeting me in the quarterfinals, or round of, actually it was the quarterfinals, I feel already, or maybe the round of, what was it again? I don't know. Actually, he met me in the grid, and then he went down to meet 1-0 in the next round, which was like maybe not the best kind of grid that he could have hoped for. So Demon Hunter against Demon Hunter, Archer against Archer. Both of the players are pulling the turtles towards the Ancient of War to creep that without taking damage, and tanking out the damage with the Ancient of War here. Beautifully done by both of them. You can see it here, you can see it here. It's basically like a mirror image of each other. Demon Hunter about to come out, and Demon Hunter about to come out. I think that there is no second Moonwell, and this indicates that there will be an early Hunter's Hole for both players. And they planted down at the exact same time, beautifully done. And we can expect Huntresses followed up by that one Archer. Slippers of Agility +3 increases the attack as well as the armor, because it's like the main attribute of this hero. On the other side, we see that Sonik started with a slight mistake. 108 experience for WarChief, 88 experience for Mr. Sonik, so denying one of the creeps, one of the tiny turtles with his Ancient of War, and starting the game with a Mantle of Intelligence +3 and a bigger mana pool against Demon Hunter on the other side is something that you really don't want to have. Both of the players are going for each other's main base. But I kind of have that feeling that WarChiefRich will get more out of that. He already cancelled that Moonwell, so we will never see a Huntress coming out of that Ancient of War. Speaking of that, it's fighting against the Demon Hunter quite fierce. That Archer is now being blocked by the other Archer. Rich so far doing a phenomenal job killing that one. Can he kill the Ancient of War? I think that would be a little bit too much. In the meantime, he killed at least 2 Wisp, about to close in on a third one. Not getting that yet, but he killed 2 Wisp in the meantime, which is great for him. Is now going for some more Wisp harassment, and Rich is already taking, so every single Wisp that he loses right now is a Wisp that he will not get back. Speaking of that, Sonik is also taking, and he constructed a proxy Moonwell on the other side here of Rich main base that he can easily fall back into, and also get like a little bit healing done by that. So both of the players pretty good. I think it's a little bit better for Sonik, because he will be able to start his Huntress production with that proxy Moonwell, while Rich is still desperate looking to find another Moonwell. Okay, that Archer is not doing anything. Boots of Speed already for the Demon Hunter of WarChiefRich. Mana Burn being used. Healed up at the fountain, and now he needs to get out of there. Full wall off for the main base of Sonik now being granted, with that third Moonwell coming for him already. Third Moonwell also now coming for WarChiefRich. And yeah, Demon Hunter of course being driven away by the Demon Hunter of Rich, because he's just a little bit faster. He got that bit of extra damage from the slippers as well as the circlet. So at the shop he bought the boots as well as the circlet of nobility. +5 damage. In general, just being a little bit more tankier than your opponent. Now taking a fight in his main base, but there's one Huntress being added to that party. Not sure why the Demon Hunter is actually opening up his main base. Maybe he wanted the Ancient of War to hit the Demon Hunter of his opponent. So that proxy Moonwell was good to get more Huntresses out, but of course the downside of that proxy Moonwell is if you fight like in your main base, or if you are forced into the area of your base, You have a big mistake. You have like a big problem because you have like this one Moonwell that you will never be able to use.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yo, Frenzy, he likes to call stuff a wall off because he's basically squeezing through every single little hole that he can find with his Blade Master tricks. Oh, that Huntress! Oh, at least he falls to the turtles and not to the Demon Hunter of Rich, so Sonic might be really proud of himself. Now going to his proxy Moonwell. Maybe new metagame. Just created in front of our eyes here. So, like, it's a really... It seems to be a slow-paced game, but for a Night of Mirror, a lot of action already happened. Both players went for each other's main bases, tried to do some damage. But now it's normalizing. Everything is like falling together for both of the players. Ancient of Lores are coming. Same here. Keeper of the Grove for both of the players. A fight is going on. Experience goes the way of Rich's Demon Hunter. But he's still not level 2 though. And Sonic seems to skip on the Boots of Speed like entirely. He completely abandoned that idea of ever getting Boots of Speed in this game. Now, with the defender's advantage coming to mind, I'm not sure if this is the perfect idea to take a fight here. Of course, the Demon Hunter of Rich is dropping lower and lower, but the Agent of War is taking a nice hit at the Demon Hunter, and now the Keeper is about to come out, and at least one Huntress will die. If not, also the Demon Hunter is forced to use a Town Portal, but it feels like the Keeper will only pick off one Huntress. Wow, beautifully using the Keeper on the other side from Sonic to force the Town Portal of his opponent and barely escaping there. Beautifully done there by Sonic. Too bad I didn't get hold of that, but the Keeper of him was also approaching and he forced him to Town Portal out. Well done. Sonic turning that favor around. A little bit of stuff is happening all over the place. Demon Hunter is still not going back up to full HP because there's no more Moon Juice and he needs to be careful. There's a Keeper that is just waiting to entangle him. Ancient of War slowly approaching the middle of the map to tank up the turtle damage and creep that one later. Agent of Wonders is coming for both players, same speed. First attack upgrade is being researched, no attack upgrade is being researched here for Rich. And now we're gonna see the entangle, or actually entangle the Huntress. That's kind of good. He gets a pick off. I thought he might be going for the first hero, but with the Boots of Speed, I think he will always escape. So the Ancient of War of Sonic is also already at the turtle spot, and now he will probably start creeping that one without taking any damage if it goes like all as planned. Level 2 and level 1, level 2 and level 1. Ancient of War now also knocking at the turtles camp. He sends the Keeper away to get solo XP on the Demon Hunter. He probably prefers to have the level 2 mana burn against the Keeper on the other side, which makes perfect sense. Because when the Keeper is out of mana, what can he really do? The Thorn's Aura might be cool, but yeah. Oh, actually he's not giving away the solo experience. He just went to the main base to get a Staff of Preservation. He could go for a creep check right now. I'm not sure if he can actually kill that turtle in time, and he doesn't have a Town Portal, so he needs to play extra safe. Entangle on the first hero, Entangle on one of the one of the Huntresses. Rejuvenation being used, but there should be a second Dispel. Dispel is the Rejuvenation. Demon Hunters both drop kind of low. There's a second bear coming to the party. Now he loses one of his bears, but he's also going for the kill of one of the bears of Rich here. He's still got a Rejuvenation that he could cast. Why is he not using that one? He wants the kill. The bear is knocking at him with the with his prawn, and now the follow-up with the Keeper hit, killing that hero, calling GG. 1-0 lead for Mr. Sonic. That was a really, really quick game. 1-0 lead for Sonic. Night of Mirror is a little bit Resident Sleeper, but whatever. Wow, that was really sick. Next game will be Last Refuge, guys. Sonic, yeah, actually I didn't mention it. Thank you for bringing it up, Mr. Snowbreeze. We have Sonic right now reigning supreme on the Chinese servers, going for #1 and #2 spot in a battle between him and Moon. So he's heavily practicing and he's doing really, really well for himself on the Chinese server. So yeah, Sonik is probably in the best shape of his life.